felt it in my tummy.
Dang, too bad. That's gonna be the first line.
I felt it in my tummy.
All right, welcome to Dad and Company podcast. That introduction is amazing. I love it. Keeping it in there. So we're here today with my lovely wife.
Hi.
Again.
I feel so privileged. I'm on here, twice in a row? 3 times? Was I on that? Yeah. No, I don't know. Enough.
So, episode 27, like I said, or I didn't say. I don't remember. That's why I repeated it.
Not on recording.
But, so I didn't know what I was going to do. I was lazy this weekend again. Surprise. I never record on the weekends when I actually should. Yes. I could get 2 or 3 episodes recorded.
I just thought it was really funny when you called me on the way home and you were talking about how you didn't know what you were going to do on the podcast. And I told you that when I was running, I was like, he needs to record a podcast tonight. What's he going to record about? Not my problem. And then here we are.
Not my problem. Well, it is now. So it's been a pretty crazy week already this week at work.
And it's only Tuesday.
It's been a pretty stressful week so far, but we're pushing through. Hopefully this weekend, Deontay said he was going to come down, so maybe we'll all record something again. That's my notebook I'm flapping around. I actually have a notebook today because we are going to dive into so at work we talk about this topic all the time. Not rankings, but going down the hallways, I'll bust out into a song and then it gets stuck in everyone's head. So we're going to talk about what your and my top 10 theme songs are.
Okay. I just want you to know I didn't look anything up. I just put down theme songs that popped into my head, and I didn't include a lot of them, but a lot of the ones that are on the list are ones that I actively listen to, that are downloaded on my phone, that I've probably even listened to.
You're going to have a bunch of anime on yours.
I might have anime on mine.
All right. Damn it. How did I not put the one anime song that always gets stuck in my head? Even when
maybe it's on my list.
Even when we're watching, I'm putting it outside looking in. OLI. Get it on, hey kids.
Beautiful.
Nailed it. Call my agent.
Now, do you want the artist name for these as well?
Don't be ridiculous.
Okay, so yes.
Or be ridiculous. So we're going to do traditional top 10 list, starting at number 10 and working our way to number 1. Our lists are going to be very different.
Yes, they are.
I'm thinking we might have 1 or 2.
Possibly, maybe 1.
Maybe 1. I might know what that one is. I'm going to write it down. Actually, I'm just going to put a star next to it on my list.
Okay.
Anyway, so do you want to just jump in? Do you want to... How has your week been so far?
Busy. Not busy like you busy, but I've done yoga several times.
Oh,
and I've gone running several times.
Time out. Let's start this episode with this story. I went to yoga on Saturday.
Hey, I commend you. You went, you stayed the whole time. Well, obviously you had no choice because I drove, but I'm saying you tried the whole time. Even when it was obvious that you were in pain and the yoga instructor's coming over to adjust you and stuff like that. Yeah. They're try it this way. You still went through it. So I truly commend you for trying.
Yeah. And then when I got there, I was like, oh, there's nobody here. Awesome. And then we sat down on our share mat. And then this guy walked in, and then a couple ladies walked in, and another guy walked in, and then 40 fucking people came in. It was 10, but
there was more than 20 people there. It was full. All the rugs were used up, and there were people just on the floor.
Trying to touch my toes, and for everybody listening to this, because they have no idea how flexible I am, I wouldn't even say flexible and myself in the same sentence. No. It is bad, which is why
trying to bend concrete,
right? Which is why I'm okay, let's do some stretches at home. And then you said, hey, I go to yoga on Saturday mornings. Do you want to go to yoga on Saturday mornings? And I was like, fuck it, let's go. So I got up, And I went, and it was terrible.
Y'all should have seen this man trying to do a downward dog.
It was, hey,
Like I said, I commend you. You did awesome. You did a great job. I was so proud of you.
Granted, it was a U instead of like a.
It was like a hill.
not like a upside down V. It's like, yeah, it was so bad. It hurt so much.
How about the triangle?
I don't even
you just
know
gave up.
what you mean by that. Oh, with
when you put the. You put the one foot forward and you bend and twist your whole body.
Yeah.
And then the reverse part of it, you were just like,
it was
nope.
supposed to be straight up, and I would look like I was just begging for you to help me.
I'm pretty sure at one point I saw you in the fetal position.
Yep. That was. Well, the lady was like, "This is the position that is most
child's pose.
Yeah, of child's pose. Is that what it's called?
It's just called child's pose.
Child's pose. Yeah. She was like, if you get, like, if it's too much or you're hurting or you need to take a break, just go to this position. It's the relaxing position. And I was like, not for me, Clive. Not for me.
What was great was she was like, nothing about yoga should hurt, and you just hurt the whole time.
Yeah, everything. Literally, it was the opposite. Everything.
I think even breathing hurt you at that point.
Well, at the end, when she was like, okay, just lay on your back, and I was like, this fucking hurts. Like,
you need to do stretches with me tonight.
That is true. I do need to do that. So that was fun times. I didn't mind it. It was painful, but I understand that I need to do stuff.
And that was even a beginning class.
Yeah. So I want to also tell you. So I was telling people at work about it, and Jen goes, "You mean you can't do this?" And just puts her hands, like her whole fucking hands, on the. I know it sounds crazy to say, like you do. Put her whole fucking hands on the floor.
Yeah, flat hands on the floor. It's so easy.
Yeah, with her legs straight. I'm like, this is, you people are aliens. People aren't supposed to bend that way. It turns out they are.
You should see some of the poses I do.
No, I mean, I would love to see them, but...
Not when you do it creepily, when you stare through a crack in the door.
I do that, yes.
One of these times I'm just going to get up and slam it in your face, because, like, open the fucking door and stand in the doorway and watch me. Don't be a creeper and peek through, okay? That's so weird.
Let's do the creep.
No.
Shout out to Lonely Island if you're listening to this.
They're not.
They're not. Wow.
I don't know if it's a they're.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because we're in the same room and I have alcohol, but you're like full Southeast Ohio.
Hey, and this time I have water.
I
thought about
listening to that there now.
Got alcohol over there, but I really don't want to like negate the calories I burned today.
Nice. Well, so with all that aside, let's jump in to our top 10 theme song lists.
Shall I go first?
Do you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to list them and then say a couple things, like why is it on your list? Like, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to take a drink while you.
Number 10 for me is Suicide is Painless.
I don't even know what that means. I need like the show.
It's the theme from MASH.
Boom, baby!
Is that on yours?
That is on my list.
But you didn't know the name of it? I used to play it on guitar. Well, my bass, when I had a bass.
Guitar, man!
No.
That is such a good song. Like,
such a good show. I don't think there's an episode I don't like.
It's great. And it, like, you talk about a light-hearted show.
Oh, Alan Alda is amazing in that.
Tackling heavy, just
it was
tackling
like
a war.
I compare it. It was like my childhood Avatar: The Last Airbender, kind of in a way.
Okay.
I love that show. I could watch any episode of that. I love that show.
Which one? Because they're both awesome.
Yes. But no, I was talking about MASH. I love MASH. There are some kind of difficult scenes in
absolutely.
that, like the bus scene when the lady kills her own baby.
Yeah, and he
can't grasp.
So
that's what happens. So she thinks, yeah.
That was
the final episode when he's like walking through the like empty camp and stuff. It's just such a good series.
So good. I think inflated for population, it still might be the number one watched finale of any TV show.
I believe it still is, yes. I know it was, like, record-breaking. That's for damn sure.
Okay.
What's your number 10?
Number 10, I have 2. I know it's cheating, but it's my list.
You can't have 2?
I'll write my list.
Dude, I narrowed it down to 10. You can't have 11.
I don't. I have 10A and 10B.
No.
There's a 10 next to it, not an 11.
I don't care.
You do your list, I'll do my list.
You do your push-ups, I'll do mine.
So, whatever happened to predictability?
You would have that.
I love it. I love that theme
Okay,
song.
what's 10B then?
Hold on, before we go to that. I also put that in here because I wanted to shout out Ari, John's daughter. Mm-hmm. John told me a story where she used to say, whatever happened to didiptamility?
Didiptamility, I love it. It's so cute.
He said that Danielle and him would be like, Ari, what the fuck is didiptamility? And she was like, I don't know. I just thought it was an adult word, and I would like learn it. Like I didn't know what it meant. It sounded good.
Didiptamility.
Shout out to Ari. My other one.
Hi, Ari.
My other one is Too Many Cooks. You have no idea what that is, do you?
No, but you say it all the time.
It's amazing. So what it is, John actually introduced me to it. I don't know.
Is he the one who put the sticker on the bottom of my water bottle that you stole?
No, that was Facilities because I accidentally left it in their room. I have a funny story about that.
They
too.
should never have a label maker. Like, why is it when you take my stuff, people draw penises on it? You did that with my van.
That is true.
You drove my van to work one day and it came home with a bunch of penises and a vagina drawn on the back window. I was pissed about that because the kids were real little. But anyway.
True.
I digress.
Too Many Cooks is like a 10, 11 minute YouTube video where I saw it. And all it is just too many cooks, too many cooks.
Like 10 minutes of that?
But it's not pantomiming, but just like replaying different opening montage sequences and tropes and stereotypes, and it's just that for 10 minutes. It's fucking amazing.
I'll take your word for it. I feel like it would get under my skin.
Oh, 100%. So yes, that I like that one. Let's go to your number 9. Don't let me forget about the label maker, the Facilities
label maker.
Yeah, just their story. It's actually quite funny.
Okay, I wrote label maker story at the bottom of my thing.
Number 9.
Number 9. This is part of the reason why I asked you when you said theme songs, because this is technically a closing theme.
Okay.
It's "Don't You" by Simple Minds.
Forget about me.
From Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club. Ooh,
yes.
Good shout. I did not have that one, but don't you? You would have some 80s shit in here.
I actually restrained myself.
To be
you
fair,
probably got 80s shit on there.
Full House is 90s, right? It wasn't late 80s.
Yeah.
It was 90s. Okay, like full on 90s.
Yes.
My number 9 is kind of newer, but it's. Oh, hold on. What? Wait, what was yours?
Number 9, Don't You?
Don't You
Forget About Me.
And do you just like it because it's just 80s, or like the movie, or is it that whole family of movies? You know what movies I'm talking about, like 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller.
Are you thinking of Maggie Ringwald?
Yeah, the Molly Ringwald.
Yeah, I said Maggie, but I'm actually not a huge fan of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I've seen it quite a few times. I'd much rather sit down and watch Clueless.
Bo.
But
that guy's made so much money off of that. John and I looked it up one day. So much fucking money off of royalties, not just from that movie, but that song has been in so much stuff. Crazy. He's like $160 million or something he's made from that song.
Nice.
Good on you, mate.
Good.
Shout out to that dude. If
anyway,
you're watching this.
I put it on. He's listening to it.
Doubt it.
Put it on there because I really like 80s movies. Obviously, I love anything 80s. And when, honestly, one of the first theme songs, that was probably the third theme song to pop into my head when you're still getting out your sentence.
Don't you.
And that popped into my head, and I have it on my playlist, and I was listening to it when I was running today.
Nice.
Along with like 3 others on my list.
Obviously. So, I believe the band that sings number 9 on my list is They Might Be Giants.
They might be giants.
Or, do you know what it is? It's not a Disney show.
It's not a Disney
They
show.
Might Be Giants was contracted through Disney for a while, and they did
Yeah,
a lot of
I was
songs.
gonna. Oh, it's a theme that they did. I'm just gonna say it's the theme from Flood.
They Might Be Giants, brand new album, Flood. That's not it, no.
Is it from the Wiggles?
What a throwback. I bet I know more Wiggles songs than most people would think.
I know
that
nothing
do.
about the Wiggles other than that stupid red car that Emily had when she was little.
God. Shout out to Emily if you're listening to this.
She
No,
might be.
it's- Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state. Is that...
I thought that was Bare Naked Ladies.
Damn it, it is!
Okay.
Effort. Wait. Yep, it is. Either way.
I was so thrown. But, you know, my favorite Bare Naked Ladies is the McDonald's Girl song. I'm in love with a McDonald's girl.
I'm in love with a McDonald's girl. Never heard it.
She's an angel in a polyester uniform.
Well, I like how we both stopped. Not cutting it out, leaving it in. Anyway, yeah, The Big Bang Theory, it's just so, like, jingly. It reminds me of, like, a commercial.
It's a fun song.
It really is.
It's one of those intros that you don't mind watching when it's on.
Like, some people shit on The Big Bang Theory. I like it. I'm pretty easily entertained, though.
Yes, you are.
Deontay told me that I should watch Young Sheldon. I'll put
No
that,
desire.
I'll put that on the list under things that I will never get to.
Because you still haven't finished Critical Role because you're waiting on him.
I'm actually a lot of episodes behind on the current season now because I think that characters from season 2. So I'll watch the rest of season 3 when I finish season 2 in 2035.
Okay. 2035. Let me write that down. 2035. Finish season 2. Critical Role. I'm gonna look at that and be like, finish to cur? What?
I have no idea what I was talking. We must have been drinking that episode.
Nope. Mine's water.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't mess it up.
All right.
Number 7.
Number 8.
That's what I said.
On the Dark Side.
I need shows.
It's a movie. It's Eddie and the Cruisers.
Oh my god.
I want to like put the whole album because I could listen to that album all the time, both of them. I love Eddie and the Cruisers. It's by John Cafferty. Like every song on it. Yeah, I love Eddie and the Cruisers. Why are you giving me that look? And the eyebrows are raised and the forehead's got 27 wrinkles on it.
I just not a fan.
You're not a fan of Eddie and the Cruisers?
No.
Why?
It just was never part of my childhood. Like, it wasn't.
You don't even like you would like the music.
Probably.
You know that song that I listen the Runaround Sue song?
Yeah.
And the Betty Lou's got a new pair of shoes?
I know the songs. It just, for some reason, that is just like ingrained in you, and it's not me. Now, Tombstone, that's a movie that's ingrained into me.
And I'm like, meh.
It is like that is the number 1 or number 2 greatest Western of all time.
But I'm not a Western fan.
True, I grew up on Westerns.
Like, my grandfather used to watch them all the time. The only one I think I've ever sat down and watched from start to finish was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And then every time I think of Westerns, I also think of Heartbreak Ridge, which I know isn't a Western.
Quick and the
But
Dead?
it's Clint Eastwood, so...
If Clint Eastwood's in it, you can call it a Western. Even if it's Gran Torino.
I love that movie because, like, they all want to wear T-shirts. And he won't let them wear T-shirts until they wear the same shirt as him. And they find out that the bartender lady sets out his T-shirts every day. And so they find out. And so they can wear shirts.
They can wear shirts.
You've seen Heartbreak Ridge, right? So I didn't need to explain that.
That is true, but not everybody listening to this even knows what the fuck Heartbreak Ridge is.
Is there a Western I genuinely like? Does Back to the Future count as a Western?
No.
But they
Back to the Future is not. That's not a Western. No.
there's got to be a Western I like a modern Western. Yes,
Django Unchained.
yes, I love Django Unchained.
Absolutely.
There's a Western I like.
Yes, and it's a Tarantino movie.
Thank you, Jamie Foxx.
All right. Are
Okay.
you positive that's him? I don't
Yes.
know. What do you mean
Oh,
you
I
don't
thought
know?
you were asking, like, did I know? I don't know what it means.
I don't know what positive means. Are you sure? Yes.
Love that movie.
So good.
For
So-
your consideration.
yeah. So we had a pirated version of that movie.
Shh, don't say
Oh
that.
God! Oh God! What? No! And like spit take, yes.
At least I spit it into my cup and not my hand this
That's
time.
true. Yes.
It still looks good. I might finish it later. Remember when I spit into my hand and then just slurped it back up? So we had a pirated copy of that, and the subtitles would be on there occasionally. But then he would say something like when they're sitting at the fire, the campfire, like when they first come together.
When they
And
first talk about Broomhead.
I forget what he says, but then all of a sudden subtitles come up for your consideration, and it's just ridiculous timing. And anyway, yeah.
So funny. Great movie.
Yep, gonna finish my water.
Number 8 on my list. Being an Athens person, I always enjoyed. Let me make sure I get the name first. Al Bundy.
Al Bundy.
So, Married with Children.
I don't know if I can remember the theme song to that. I love that show.
Love and marriage. Love.
Okay, yeah, I can.
Yep, amazing. And that might have been like my first like cognitive just soaking in that and Saturday Night Live of like what
Never been a fan.
like real comedy was supposed to be, and what witty comedy, fast comebacks.
You know, I think that's part of the reason why we have such different views on things, because you grew up with more of the SNL kind of stuff. I grew up watching like the Nick at Night. Like I Dream of Jeannie
true.
and Bewitched and some other things. Like I love those, and I had MASH and everything. Like I watched much older stuff when I was growing up. I know you did,
Hold on.
but like
First of all, to say that you watched older stuff when one of my favorite westerns is called Riders of Destiny and it's from the 30s.
okay, but I watched more older stuff when I was
When you
growing
say
up.
older, you mean like more mature stuff, or
Sure, mature, older, as in not common stuff for kids my age to have been watching
Gotcha.
at that point. And it was a different type of comedy. And like I Love Lucy, fucking loved watching Lucy.
true? But yeah, Married with Children is
Oh, this leads perfectly into my number 7 when we get to it.
it just helped shape, as weirdly as it sounds, my sense of humor. As did a few other things, but
I don't remember Married with Children as much because I didn't watch it that much.
That
Not that I
makes
didn't like it, it just wasn't on when we were watching stuff.
I'd say it was less PC, but a lot of things back then were less PC,
Yes.
especially in the comedy realm. Like, I grew up watching a lot of stand-up, like Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams, George Carlin. I watched a lot of George Carlin. So, those funsies. Mm-hmm. Number 7.
Hey, hey, we're the monkeys from the Monkeys.
Ah, nice. People say
Nick at
monkey
Night.
around.
We're too busy singing
to put anybody down. Amazing. It was great. Even though they sucked as a band.
You take that back.
No. They were so overly
No,
produced. Don't look at me like that.
You love Daydream Believer.
I didn't say that the songs
Cheer
were...
up, sleepy Jean.
Wait, wasn't that the Beatles?
To a
Daydream believer
and a
homecoming queen. Never heard it before.
I know you haven't.
I'm looking at the lyrics
I
on my
feel
phone.
so bad for the people listening to that.
Well, right now it's just me, so do I.
Thanks, honey.
Number 7. Is this? Oh, no, it's not, because you had an anime, right? Did you have an anime yet?
No, I haven't gotten to my anime.
So is this our first animated entry? I believe it is.
Yes.
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun,
Really? The
dun-dun, dun-dun.
Flintstones?
Oh, fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? That show was...
Fred Flintstone was such an asshole.
Bonnie!
I do think it was interesting that there was an alien in it, though.
So, you're talking about like those are the later episodes though, like, but that show was my first foray into trying to mimic like
Voices?
Yeah. So like
I've never tried.
Dino,
except for
Fred, and Barney.
Allstate.
I was like always trying to like, hey, yo, Fred. Just like,
Oh, that's a lie. I used to try to be Yogi Bear and do the hey boo boo.
hey, yo, boo boo. Come on, give it.
No.
Bust it out, dust it off, and bust it out.
No.
Come on.
You already heard it. Hey boo boo. There you go. That's my copy.
That was it.
Yeah, I don't need to make Yogi Bear sound demonic.
Hey, boo boo.
How about a picnic basket? That hurt.
Hey, boo boo. That's a good one. I love demonic Yogi Bear.
Man, I like want to change the order of my next ones,
can.
but I won't. I'm gonna
Nobody
leave
will
them.
know. Like,
I'm
if
gonna
you
leave
do-
them the way it is, even though my my number one probably shouldn't be number one, but whatever.
So here's the thing. You could switch them now and not say you were switched them.
Ow! Punch the
But
table.
have switched them and no one would have
No,
known.
no, it's okay.
See, you say that, but
It's okay.
no one believes you.
It's okay. Anyway,
You're up, homie.
my number 6, Merry-Go-Round by A Man with a Mission. It's one of the.
It's an anime.
Yes, it is. It's for My Hero Academia.
Yeah. Which season? Is that 2?
No, I
that
believe
3?
that's
Is that
season
4?
4.
Is it 1?
It's 4 or 5.
Or 1 or 6
No, it's 4 or 5.
or 2 or 3.
You definitely haven't gotten to it yet.
Merry go round.
Yes, that's like
That's literally like the only.
because the rest of it's in Japanese. Like there's a couple things that aren't, but the vast majority of it is in Japanese.
True. It's good. So what I've done so far on seasons 1, 2, and 3, because I just hit season 3 last night, is I'll watch the intro, the first like 2 or 3 episodes.
Just to get the song.
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh, okay, have I heard this? Obviously, I've heard like all of them. So, but once I get to that one, I'll be like, oh, this is the song I just like equate to My Hero Academia. So, my number 6.
I can't guess. Suicide is painless. But you did you just put theme from MASH or something like that because you didn't know the name of it?
Well, yeah, I'm not an animal. I don't know the names of these fucking songs.
I knew the name of it, just like I said, because I used to play it on my bass. It was one of the first songs I learned to play after Smoke on the Water, but I learned how to play Smoke on the Water when I was like 5.
Isn't that like the one everybody learns to play first?
Yeah, because it's super easy.
Thanks for womansplaining to me what the riff from Smoke on the Water was.
Smoke on the water.
So, same thing with me. MASH was like,
Amazing.
yeah, and it was just on.
And it didn't matter what episode was on. You could
Right.
watch it. One of my favorite scenes will always be when Hawkeye stands in front of the door and starts saying salicylic acid, acetaminophen, all that. And then Frank walks out and he goes, oh my God, it worked. Because he's exercising the spirits. And then you disgust me. That's right, Frank. I disgust you with all my friends and we all think you're disgusting.
Yep. Alan Alda is great. That was also like that balance of coping with serious issues using comedy. So that's something that I've always done. Like anytime, like I will make a joke about something, and sometimes people are like, I can't believe you could joke at a time like this, and that's just my way of like dealing with it. Like I can't, whether it's healthy or not, I don't know.
I mean, they say laughter is the best medicine.
True, but I don't know if laughter to because it's not coping. I think it's disguising and
This is not a therapy.
okay.
I'm just joking.
Nope, too late. We're moving on.
Okay, wow.
Number 5.
Number 5, Unravel by TK.
Cool. Okay, my number 5.
I hadn't told you what it's from yet. It's by TK. It's from Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, that's a good one. I like the. You see, when you say the. I don't know the names.
Well, I'd like to tell people the name in case they're interested and they want to look it up. But it's
True.
Unravel by TK. It's from Tokyo Ghoul. And I love the song. 2, I love the animation that goes with the music. And it's one of those intro songs where at the end of the first season, they don't play the intro song until the end of the episode. And they use that to like introduce the new arc, basically, of the show.
I like it. It was good. Really good show. Really dark. Really dark.
Most of the second season sucks. Just go from first to third.
Don't do it. I can't do that.
Well, it's because they didn't follow the manga, and so I think they kind of had to, like, when they made their own thing with it, because they followed a lot of it, but then they changed some things up. And when they did, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. It was a very abrupt change. And so when you start watching the first episode of that season, you're just like, what am I watching? This isn't Tokyo Ghoul.
I tried to shield that. My
Yeah, it
bad.
didn't work very well.
Sorry, everybody.
He's not really.
He is. My number 5. You'll love it.
Mission Impossible theme.
No.
It's not on my list. Even though it really should be.
Dun 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 dun.
I know that. I don't know what it's...
Dun 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 dun.
I know that.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my god.
Monday Night Football,
Okay.
baby.
That's why I know that. I was like, why do I know that?
Oh, obviously, I don't have to tell you why Monday Night Football is on my list. I love football. It's my favorite sport. It's.
Really? I never would have guessed. You like sports?
I know. It's,
You like football?
yeah, like.
You mean where they kick the ball around into the net?
Yeah, but the net's behind two big posts.
Yeah, it is. And there's a goaltender right in front of it.
A free safety, you could call him a goaltender.
But you want to go
You gotta
under
get-
that top bar.
Hold on, you got to get your lingo right. If you're calling it football, you got to call
Call it a keeper. I know.
A keeper. Ooh. Love Monday Night Football.
Really? But that's not a show or a movie.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Not like a series.
Is it not?
I would not
How
call
would you-
that a series.
Okay, what's your
Because
definition
there's
of
not
a
a
series?
script to it.
What's your definition of a series?
Something that's a scripted storyline.
Some people say the NFL is fixed.
Is it as fixed as wrestling?
Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think it's fixed.
It could be.
It could be.
Who knows?
That's my number 5.
I don't think they scripted Damar Hamlin, though. Or maybe they did. That would be really shitty if they
R.I.P..
did. No. He living.
Yeah, I know. I meant his career. I don't think he's coming back.
Okay. It would be a hell of a comeback, I guess.
Don't call it a comeback. Number 4.
Number 4. Period by Chemistry from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, God. That show
It's
is...
probably my absolute favorite anime song. Like, I cannot skip that song when it plays.
It is so good. And it helps that show is fucking...
It's amazing.
If anyone's like, hey, I want to get into anime, what's a show that I can watch?
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Keeps me engaged the entire time, has a great storyline, great character development, great villains.
Very little filler, and if there is filler, it's like 2 seconds in the middle of an episode.
Right, gotta watch Brotherhood. It is fucking phenomenal.
It is so good, and I absolutely love it. I've watched it like, I don't know, 6 or 7 times now. And then a lot of people, when you tell me you like anime, they're like, you watch cartoons, you watch, and you have to be like, no, hold up. Some anime is very, very dark, very violent. You don't want your kids watching this. Like when I gave a warning to my sister when she said, oh, he's just watching anime. Do you know what anime he's watching, honey? Check that out.
Very important.
My mom was here one time when we were watching it, and she's always been like, meh, not gonna watch animated shows. Like, she'll watch some Disney movies and stuff like that, but she's not gonna watch animated shows. And like, she was sitting in the living room, she's watching it, paying attention to it. My stepfather was sitting there watching it along with us. Like, she was like, that was like a real show. I'm like, yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, when your show starts and it's two kids losing their mom, trying to bring their mom back.
Hey, spoiler alert. No, I'm joking.
It's literally in the beginning.
I know.
And like, it's fucking graphic. It's emotional. And it's dark. And
it's one of the most awarded animes and mangas. And the thing that I love most about that is it was written by a woman.
So great. I love it.
I have it in hardback too.
That is true.
The Full Metal edition. So the letters are all foiled.
Full Metal Alchemist.
It's got some of the stuff is colored, and the inside is colorized. It's just really good. I love it.
It's really awesome. I agree.
I could put pretty much every song from that show on this list, but I had to rule it down. What's the word I'm looking for? Boil it down?
Weed it down?
Weed it down. I had to narrow it down. There we go. To one song from that anime. Anyway, what's your number 4?
Number 4. Mine is... Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
I'm not surprised by that.
Oh, man. You talk about an amazing show and an amazing... intro. Like, that intro is awesome.
I like Uncle Phil. That's part of the reason why I can't watch the new... Or, I don't know if it's a remake or if it's just like a new take on it.
It's a reimagining.
I can't watch that because that's not Uncle Phil.
That is definitely not the Uncle Phil you think of when you think of...
So, like...
That's why it's not the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's
I
just
know,
called
but
Bel-Air.
it's so hard to see
Say goodbye.
Uncle Phil, and that's not Uncle Phil.
It is a good show, though. It is a great show.
I know that you... Well, I don't know that it's a great show. You keep saying that. I can't throw away my preconceived notions of who Uncle Phil is.
Literally the words that I was about to say.
That's not Uncle Phil.
Jeffrey?
And that's not Jeffrey either.
Get Lucille. Oh, that episode
that whole scene, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Like, you want to, what did he say, like, double the bet, old man? He was like, oh, okay. Jeffrey, and then just takes his jacket off and runs the fucking table. What a great... Also a show that dealt with serious issues with comedy. Mm-hmm. There's a running theme to my...
What? No.
So what was that? Number 4.
Number 4.
I already marked it off. It's amazing. I love it. I also like the reimagining. I think you should give it a chance. It's a serious show. I think... Did Isabel watch it with me? Yeah.
Yeah, she watched it with you. She also watched Gotham with you.
I think the next...
You should watch The Last of Us. Started that today. It was really good.
I think the season 2 is coming out next month for Bel-Air. I'll have to double check that. Number 3.
Number 3 for me is Curin' Hey Kids by the Oral Cigarettes from Noragami.
Which one is, never mind, I don't want to ask, because it might be on your list. Well, we'll get to it afterwards. I'll make it
Nope,
here.
There's not another anime one on my list.
Okay. What's the one that says broken ankles?
That's Unravel. And it's not broken ankles.
It sounds like broken ankles.
But it also in that scene...
Broken ankles.
When his ankle is literally broken and twisted around like 12 times, and then it just untwirls.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the song.
Yeah, Curin' Hey Kids.
Yeah,
that's one that gets stuck in your head. And anytime I'm listening to it and you're around, I crank it up so I know that you'll hear it, so it'll get stuck in your head. And then you'll be like sitting there playing WoW or Overwatch, and all of a sudden you'll just go, Curin' Hey Kids.
And I'm like, ha! I like take my headset off and be like, who played the goddamn song? It's fucking subconsciously boring itself into my fucking head.
I love it. Like, I've called you when it's on and just turned it up so you would hear it over the phone.
That's funny. Yeah, that one's a good one. I enjoy that one. My number 3.
I only didn't put the other one on there just because I still don't know how to say that the name of the other one. I think it's Goya no Machiwase, but I'm not sure.
Nailed it!
If I ask one of the shows to play it, it won't play it for me. Be like, what?
Playing Got Your Toes. What? My number 3 is from one of my favorite series from HBO.
Is it a new series?
No.
A favorite series from HBO?
Yes.
Is it a stand-up comedy thing?
No, it's an actual show. Nobody would watch it with me. It's very it's very serious.
Have you watched it since we've lived here?
Was it here? I don't remember. Sure. Yeah, sure. I don't know. But it's an older HBO series.
No clue.
With an amazing theme song.
No clue.
It deals with dealing with your emotions while going to a therapist.
Is it the dude that's like bald on top with the white hair?
Bald on top with the white hair.
He's got the hair on the side.
He is
And
bald.
I'll see you fuckers tomorrow. There's like a meme of him doing that. It's not George Carlin, but some other guy that looks like similar.
I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know I don't know.
Okay.
It's Sopranos.
Oh, no.
Woke
Yeah.
up
No
this
desire.
morning, grabbed yourself a gun. Dude, it's so good.
I'll take your word that that's how the theme song goes. I have zero desire to watch that.
That is interesting to me because that show is all about psychology.
Zero desire.
All about it. That is a...
But isn't he abusive towards his wife? I don't want to watch someone be abusive towards their wife.
Yes. Like, in the show, he is abusive towards his wife. But first of all, Edie Falco is an amazing actress.
I'm just...
But
zero.
it amazes me that you don't want to watch that show because of what it's centered around. Like, it's not a mob show.
That's what I think of when I see it. But I also...
Everybody thinks that, but like, I don't think it's a mob show. I think it's a self-actualization show.
What is the movie that I won't watch that has Ray Liotta in it?
Oh my God, I can't believe you even say these words.
I can't think of the name of it because I won't watch The Godfather either.
It's crazy. I don't understand what you have against mob movies and shows. It's Godfather, or it's Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Makes good pizza.
Very, yeah. Shout out to Goodfellas if you're listening to this.
I need to go back to Athens and eat some food.
Agreed.
Like, we just need to go spend a weekend and just eat food all day long. I want a boulder.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Is that from Goodfellas?
It's like the opening line.
Honestly, I've only watched bits and pieces of it.
It's so good.
Maybe now I would like it, but as a kid, I didn't like it.
What do you mean I'm funny? What am I, a clown? Do I amuse you?
No.
Man, it's so many great lines come from Godfather, Godfather 2.
They're probably doing a lot of lines, too.
Like,
Just like Scarface.
well, first of all, not like Scarface. Nobody did lines like Scarface. He did mounds.
Diving face first into it.
True.
He did a lot of messed up stuff, though.
Agreed. Number 2.
Footloose by Kenny Loggins from Footloose.
Bam, bam, bam.
I don't think I need to explain.
Your life was... Oh, wait. No, is that not...
No.
Oh, I almost got it.
Now that's going to be stuck in my head.
Your job's a joke. Anyway.
I actually didn't really like Friends, but
Friends
I love
was a knockoff show. Anyway.
I love Footloose. I don't think I need to explain the reasoning behind that.
It's not even the best song in that movie, though.
But it's the theme.
I understand that.
And the whole category was theme.
I agree, but it's not even the... I just want to throw it out there.
Never is the best song in that. Sorry, I was hitting the table with my nails.
Never.
In my opinion.
By Nickelback?
No.
Oh.
By Moving Pictures.
What? Yeah, that song's good. I like
That's
it.
probably the best scene in the movie when he's dancing to Never in the warehouse.
Never, 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 never.
Nailed
Really?
it.
Better than when he's teaching dancing.
I love that whole montage. But that's a montage, not a
Gonna be a montage.
Yeah, that's a montage, not a scene.
That's the best
That was
song.
really gross.
Wait,
Did everybody hear that? Because that was him cracking his neck twice from side to side. It was gross.
True, it was. Anyway, my number 2. So
It's stinky.
True. Let me read some text messages here from some coworkers that I have. I texted John, Jennifer, and Brad, my ex-coworker, And I said,
Hi, Brad.
shout out to Brad if you're listening to this.
As I think we shouted out John. No, we shouted out Ari and shout out Jennifer because he thinks you're an alien because you can touch the floor with your palms.
It's ridiculous, really. Getting ready to record top 10 theme songs with my wife. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Jennifer said that. And then John, Golden Girls #1, obviously. Where does Facts of Life or The Jeffersons fall? 2 and 3, John said. So, and then John said, we're doing his goddamn work for him. And then Jennifer said, we sure as fuck are. So, I love this song because, 1, it is an amazing theme song. 2, I've probably seen every episode of this series multiple times over.
Is it Golden Girls?
Thank you for being a friend.
I love that show.
It is so good.
Who's your favorite?
Man, I don't know. That's so good. That's such a good
I love all of them, but I think Blanche might be my favorite.
Blanche is good.
She's so funny. I love her.
Doris?
Doris is amazing.
Doris is
she's
probably...
she's like the tall, manly one. Like, then you just gotta love Rose.
But yeah,
But I mean, I love all of them. It's a
why-
great show.
The reason why everyone loves Rose is just because, like, Betty White is just...
Yeah, you cannot not love
R.I.P.
Betty White.
Almost made it to the big triple digits. But
She made it to the triple digits in our hearts.
John thought, and the heart attacks would...
What? It's the
Thank
card
you for
attack. He literally. So him and Ari just don't know lyrics, do they?
Look, we've all fucked up some words to some songs, okay?
I never in my life thought the heart attack.
But you also never in your life thought it was Dirty Deeds and the Thunder Chief.
Yeah, because that was you. I like how you were like trying to roast me there.
I wasn't trying to roast you. I was just bringing it up that that is a legitimate thing
when
that
you
people
told
think.
me that, I was like, how did you think it was Dirty Deeds and the Thunder Chief? Like
And then
that
you
Dirty
list-
Deeds, Thunder Chief is my favorite AC/DC song. At least it was when I was growing up. It's probably Who Made Who now, but
That I'm just saying, like,
which almost made this list for Maximum Overdrive because I fucking love that movie.
that's a good one.
But I had to narrow it down to
Chief.
just 10.
That's true. But I walk around.
I have my own personal theme song, and it's Thunderstruck.
You've been thunderstruck.
I guess that's a lie. My personal theme song that was literally played for me when I was walking was Killer Queen. So I
That's
do
true.
have a theme song.
That's true.
Walk down the aisle to that.
True. When Emily was being born, the Ghostbusters music was playing. Hi, JC. What's up?
Good night.
I can't hear you. What?
I let the dogs out.
Yeah,
Yes.
You absolutely can let the dogs out. What'd
Who
you say,
let the dogs out? She said good night.
Izzy. Good night. Well, give me a hug.
Night.
Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
All right.
Good night, dearest one.
Need some
Bye.
WD-40.
Yeah, for like every door in this
I
house.
actually have some. I can get it. And
We have some out in the garage.
we have some in the house.
I just rubbed oil on it the other day. And by the other day, I mean a few weeks ago.
Did it
I was
work?
like, yeah, it did.
For a bit? For a wee bit?
This was a while ago, though.
I don't even remember what we were talking about, so let's get into number one.
What were we discussing? We were discussing...
How awesome Dirty Deeds and the Thunder Chief is.
We were discussing the fact that I walked down the aisle to that.
Oh, yeah. And Emily was born,
To Ghostbusters.
because the credits were rolling when the movie, because we were...
See, that's so weird to me.
Why?
That a movie was on when she was being born.
No,
because...
The weird part was there was a popcorn machine in there.
Did she give birth in a fucking movie theater?
Might as well have. No, I was just kidding. There wasn't a popcorn machine.
I believed it, and I would have continued to believe
Southeast
it.
Ohio, goddammit.
I know, right? When the other three were born upstate New York, they like the TV wasn't on
Why?
in the room. Like, no. Well, first of all,
How long were you in labor?
let me explain.
Okay.
With Jaden, I went into labor on Friday afternoon at 3:00. I was in labor with Jaden until 2:50 p.m. on Tuesday.
What? And you didn't watch anything?
I did, but not when he was finally getting his ass out of me. It was terrible. That was 5 days of labor. It was all back labor, so my contractions were squeezing my spine instead of him, and he came out already face up.
Ooh.
So painful. TV was not on at that point.
Cannot relate.
I know you can't. The rest of them, of course, TV wasn't on. They were all cut out of me.
True. I watched one of them. It was awesome.
That one was terrifying because, first of all, the first spinal didn't take.
True.
So they lay me back down after I do the spinal, which I was super calm beforehand. They thought that they'd give me some kind of sedative. I was like, no, I can just calm myself down.
I've been here before.
Yeah. And they lay me back down, and I can still feel shit. So I'm like making sure I'm wiggling my toes. Do not cut into me yet. And then they had to sit me back up, do the spinal
Yeah, that's
again.
when they took me back out of the room.
No, they didn't take you back out. They came and got you finally at that point.
Oh, yeah, because I was freaking out.
Because they said they'd be there in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then, like, it was twice as long as it was supposed to be. And then they come in there and they start cutting me open, and the table starts moving because they hadn't locked the damn wheels. So the table's going back and forth.
Axially.
While it's going side to side.
Yeah.
While they're cutting me open, and then the nurse goes under there to lock the wheels, and they're like, okay, we're gonna break the water now. That lady got a shower she did not want that day. She stood back up, and the whole right side of her
She was a good sport
soaked.
about it, though.
Yes, I really should have gotten her name and sent her a card and maybe some body wash, but
They said, do you want to be on that side of the sheet or this side of the sheet? And I was like, that side, please. I want to see this. And wow, it was...
they're not gentle.
No, not at all. And I didn't think they were going to be like, oh, let's be very careful. But they were like, here, hold this up. And,
And I could feel it, like not in a painful way. Like you can feel them moving shit around,
it was
and like
awesome.
you feel pressure, and like you don't want to feel. It's a good song, but it's not a theme song.
Not a theme song. It was
Anyway.
crazy. Number 1.
Danger Zone.
Oh my fucking God. Are you fucking kidding me? What a terrible fucking movie. Jesus Christ.
But you cannot deny
I'm bleeping us
that
whole fucking part of
Danger
this.
Zone is a good song.
You are absolutely right about that. Danger Zone is awesome. The problem is I can't fucking like detach it from that terrible fucking movie.
And what did you tell me about Bel Air? Get rid of your preconceived notions. Detach yourself from the movie.
It's not a preconceived notion when both fucking movies are terrible.
And I said, detach yourself from the movie. It was just a similar thing. You telling me what to do, I'm going to tell you what to do. Stop associating it with the movie, even though we're associating it with the movie. It's an awesome song.
Oh my God, that is not a 1-for-1 comparison, what you're saying.
But I really struggled to make that my number one
I would too.
because, like, I love that song, but I'm like, that's not really my number one. I think if I were being truthful and seriously honest with how much I listen to music, because I listen to it literally all the time, but on my runs, one of the most common songs I listen.
Gross.
Oh my God.
You're supposed to just keep going.
Oh my gosh. Can you guess what song I might listen to the most that is on my... I'll give you a hint. It's included on my Running Shanties playlist.
Is it sea shanties?
No, but there are sea shanties on the Running Shanties playlist. But theme songs that I might include in that category.
No. Pirates of the Dark Water.
No, it's... I'll give you another hint. It's from The Witcher.
Oh, Toss a Coin?
No, Horse and Prison
Horse and
Blues.
Prison Blues, yeah.
But it's not technically a theme song, but it's a song from it.
That is
But
true.
Toss a Coin to Your Witcher should be somewhere on the list. But I
the
really
dogs are
wanted
going crazy.
the list to be like 10 times longer than it was. You trying to cut me off? Jeez, what's your number one? Is it Captain Planet? Because I really wanted to put Captain Planet on mine, but I didn't.
He's a hero. Absolutely not. But it's funny you said that because it is animated. Can you not guess what my... Oh, come on.
Animaniacs.
No, but I almost put that on my list.
Family Guy.
No, older.
Animated.
Animated, yes.
Rugrats.
No, that's a good one, though.
Hey Arnold. Cat Dog. Angry Beavers. Is it older than that?
Yes.
So it's not Cow and Chicken.
97.
97. Gargoyles. Tick.
Swoon!
The X-Men cartoon.
You get it.
Batman.
No, you got it.
Oh, wait. It was X-Men? I just got I really
Dude, I love. Oh, there's nothing is better than like you're in the kitchen making a fucking bowl of cereal on Saturday morning. Like, gotta hurry up, and fucking Gargoyles just ended, and then all of a sudden you hear. And you're like, oh shit, God, fuck the milk. Gotta get in there to watch the fucking. Here comes Wolverine, or I think, yes, here comes Wolverine, here comes Storm, and Jubilee, and Rogue, and Beast, and then they got all the X-Men on the left side, and then all the villains on the right side, and I love it. Oh, man. And just, oh, so amazing.
I'm so glad I guessed it, because I was starting to draw blanks on cartoons.
Batman. Batman's a
I
good
did
one.
say Batman.
I know. You said it after the X-Menorino.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Also a banger.
What were some honorable mentions that you wanted to put on your list?
Scooby-Doo.
I almost put that on there, but
Yeah.
the original one with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Beatles.
the Beatles one, yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Was Velma not white in the original series? Because she appears to be darker skinned in the Velma series.
I think she was. I don't know.
Because this is supposed to be, from what I've read, it's supposed to be like a prequel to the whole Scooby-Doo
Yeah,
thing.
I think this is when she's
So
like,
did
in high
she
school.
do a Michael Jackson and get skin bleaching?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't know if like the pictures were darker on my phone or something, or if she is darker skinned. Like, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just confused if we're changing her ethnicity and everything all of a sudden.
Maybe.
But
We talked about the Little Mermaid before.
yeah, I still think her skin should be like super white translucent because she lives under the sea.
Doesn't make that's not, that statement is not hold up across the canonical Disney empire.
And I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying if we're going for realism, because, you know, it's a live action movie,
Fucking mermaid.
she should
Okay.
be,
I'm listening.
she should be, since she's a deep sea creature, essentially translucent.
Okay.
Because
And
she's not exposed to the sun.
what about all the magic? Just get rid of that too. So you basically just want to watch fucking Planet Earth?
How are they going to do...
That's what you want to watch.
I love that show.
Great. That's what you're pushing for.
How are they going to do Ursula live action? Like, is she going to be
They're gonna find
humanoid, or is
somebody
she
that
going
has
to be
6
just
legs.
an animated octopus, squid, whatever?
I don't know.
What is she? Is she an octopus?
She is an octopus.
But she don't look like an octopus.
She's got 6 legs.
Too bad Poor Unfortunate Souls isn't the theme song because...
Poor unfortunate souls
Continue.
in pain,
Continue.
in need.
Thank you.
This one wants to get the girl.
Like, you can't just say Poor Unfortunate Souls and go from there. I also wanted to include pretty much anything from Hercules, but I didn't. Go the Distance was a good one. Sorry! And I thought about including something from Lost Boys, but I was like, I'd have to just include the whole soundtrack.
And that's not how a theme song works.
Right.
True.
So there were a lot of ones that didn't make the list, like the entire rest of my anime playlist.
True.
We should have done top 50. We'd be here
Top
for hours.
50. Yeah, but we could have did top 50 and then just rapid fire. No explanation, no banter, just...
And for some reason, well, I know why. It wasn't just for some reason, because it's an anthem song. I wanted to put the Heretic Anthem from Slipknot, but I was like, that's not a theme to anything. It popped into my head when I was doing the list.
True.
Theme from Slipknot.
Well, that was fun. I agree with most of your list. They're
Except for
good.
Danger Zone and
So-
apparently anything Eddie and the Cruisers.
So fucking no, I like the songs. The songs are okay, but
You don't like that movie. It's a good movie.
yeah, I could watch The Outsiders though.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not Eddie and the Cruisers.
Not even close. Not even close. But yeah, I think my list is far superior.
You would.
True. That's. I still can't believe that you flip flopped two of yours halfway through the list.
I didn't flip flop
Lies.
them. I'll let you take a picture and prove it.
Do you wanna take my picture?
'Cause I want-
Nailed it.
Oh, do you want to tell the label maker story on air or
Oh,
no?
fucking God. So, I left as we have established, both of my drinking vessels on different days inside of the facilities room.
I assume the original label on the side of it is from you.
No,
No, even that's not from you?
none of the labels are from me.
So gross.
So-
I was like, ugh.
The silver cup, the Arctic cup that I have, shout out to Arctic if your Arctic is a text-based RPG from back in the day. Not the same thing as Arctic.
Okay.
And
Arctic sounds like a communal case of Tourette's.
true. So I left that one in there, my silver one. And on the side of it, or actually, I'm going to tell it the other way around because I left my pink one in there. They put 2 stickers on it, and I was only aware of one. They put 2 stickers on it.
There's
On
3
one-
stickers.
Oh, okay, fair enough. On the side of it, it says community jug,
Communal mug. I think.
communal mug, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Take a sip, leave
Take a swig, leave a swig. And I was like, that's disgusting. That's
True.
getting sterilized.
Nobody uses it but me.
I know, it's so
anyway,
gross, just a thought.
That
I
was
assume.
that was funny. That's pretty funny to do to somebody because they're like me. They're not gonna mess like with somebody's drink or food.
It's still gross.
But what I didn't know is they put a goddamn sticker on the bottom of it.
Yeah, and you asked me this morning when
Hold
you
on.
get the chance.
So my other one had a sticker on the side of it that says, "Who do I belong to?" Because I accidentally left it in there. They put that sticker on it and put it on the drinking fountain.
Okay.
So I get it, and I go. Yesterday we had a meeting with some higher ups, and I'm drinking out of my cup, and I get a weird, like, little body movement, a little weird, like, as I'm asking a question. Not like same. I didn't ventriloquism it, but
That would have been impressive.
so I get done with my question interaction.
Oh my god, did they put the same thing on the bottom of the silver one?
And I get a second strange look, and I feel the bottom of my cup, and there's a sticker on the bottom of my cup. Okay, so attention goes off of me, and I peel the sticker off, kind of covertly, because I don't want to disturb anybody. It says penis. The word penis.
That's better than the other one.
And I showed Jennifer. I was like, "This motherfuckers put this on the bottom of my cup." I think it's hilarious. Whatever. Like,
HR wouldn't.
true, sure, but I throw it away and I go to facilities immediately. Like, you motherfuckers. You know what I did, and I told them the story, and I didn't tell them which glass it was or which cup it was, so they're laughing hysterically. And I told them that I had taken my pink one home, and they're like, "Oh shit, we thought that was the one that they saw the bottom of."
That one probably would have been better for them to see from afar because they wouldn't get what it was immediately.
I don't think so, because like we were pretty far away, so maybe they didn't see the words. Okay, so I'm like, "What is it?" And they're like, "We're not telling you." So that's when I texted you, "Hey, send me a picture of the bottom of the pink."
I was gonna be
Bottom.
an ass and take a picture from the
From the
top and,
inside,
like, of
like,
bottom. And I was like, no, let's not do that this early in the.
What
That's
the-
nasty.
I'm not. Gonna
And then I
sit-
told you proof that men never grow up.
And I said, "True."
Facilities should not be trusted with a label maker. Lock that shit down.
They put... So I'm just going to describe in characters what they put. 8? Or no, was it... Yeah. Or was it the... No, it was 8.
It was 8, because infinity would be sideways.
Yep. 8 equals capital D tilde. That's all I'm saying. And I was like, well, I'm fucking glad that wasn't the one. So, shout out to Facilities if you're fucking listening to this. It was hilarious. On that note, it has been an hour and I'm getting tired. Hey, I haven't yawned today. Now I'm gonna yawn. I'm fighting it. Anyway. Yeah, it's gone now. Say something.
I'm giving up on you.
Yeah, about time. After all the work you put in.
Yep, I'm done.
Fuck this. Fuck you. That's from...
Does it make you feel better that Tottenham lost
No.
when your team won?
No.
I hope they win. I was disappointed. 2-0.
To... Oh, Arsenal,
Arsenal,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's... I mean, Arsenal's in my opinion, the second best team in Premier League right now.
You think Chelsea's the best, but they're not.
I mean, no, I think Manchester City is the best.
But yeah, I was disappointed by that loss.
Well, thanks for joining me again.
Didn't know you were coming apart.
Oh my fucking god. Dad jokes! Get it?
Yeah, I do. I just thought I heard a child cry.
Wah!
I heard something fall over, but...
Oh, I fell over again. To everybody listening, thank you for your continued support. Hopefully we get better. Go ahead and text me with your suggestions, because only 3 people listen to this, but we're growing, goddammit. We're trying to grow. But
There's surgery for that.
True. Thank you for your continued support.
You're welcome. They're like a sports bra. They support you.
True. Very true. Remember to tell your friends and tell your family, and I don't give a shit if you tell your enemies. As long as the word gets out there. Peace!
Top Gun.